Hey guys, it's Lisa from Arcane and Stellar, and today I've got a 3-pile pick-a-card reading for you. The question we're asking is, how does my crush feel about me? So, yeah, we have the Rose Quartz pile, which is number 1, the Amethyst pile, which is number 2, and the Peach Moonstone, which is number 3. So, you can pause the video at this moment if you'd like and use a pendulum or your intuition to pick a pile that calls to you. And if you like this video, you can leave a comment and subscribe if you want. Tell me what you think. If you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear about them. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Hey pile number 1, if you've chosen the Rose Quartz, this is your pile. And so, how does your crush feel about you? Your crush definitely feels like you're a strong and patient type. It could be also that they feel like you have if you're a woman, then they probably feel like you have some sort of power, like seductive power over them, maybe some kind of influence of over them in that manner. As well, we have this infinity symbol here. It's like a real bond kind of so, infinity. It's a bond. It's like connected. We also have intuitive communication, which it could be that they feel like you really are on the same wavelength, that you guys are just really connected in some way, which you definitely get that feeling between the woman and the lion here. It's not even a control, an unwanted control. It's almost like a balanced control, right? Like the lion wants to be there. That's also why I say that, patience, when you are trying to train an animal in some way or something, it takes a lot of patience, dedication, effort. So they probably see you in that way as well. But definitely some kind of intuitive connection that they feel. With the Death and the Six of Swords here, I see a few different scenarios. I feel like there are a few different types of situations out there. Looking at the whole spreads, all the different cards. For the first group of you, there could be some of you that are perhaps one of you, either your crush or yourself, are in a partnership already or a relationship, and there would have to be a death of the situation for it to continue forward. Where there would have to be, a separation of some kind between you and another person, or them and another person. And so that would be for some of you. For others, it could be that you've been going through a rough time in your life, like a big change, and they see that they recognize that, and they see you moving away from this, kind of like after, because with the Six of Swords, you've got the rough waters going to the calm waters. So they could feel that you're coming out of that huge change. But also for some of you as well, this could indicate that there's a distance between the two of you. So your crush may be living in another area, not nearby. And that could also be why the separation card is here as well. So yeah, for some of you, it may be a long distance crush. But they definitely feel attracted to you. We have the attraction card. But it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I think that there's definitely an attraction here. They also may feel like, you're full of life, and you know how to enjoy yourself and have a good time. With the retreat card, for some of you, your crush wants to literally perhaps go on a retreat with you somewhere, to go off somewhere with you and spend time together. it could also mean that it could be that they feel like you've been retreating from them, away from them. With this death and Six of Swords, perhaps there was, if this is like a friendship or you've had some kind of relationship with this person on any level, they could feel that you've like kind of moved away from it and that you've been retreating a little bit. With this, we have Earth and Fire with the Madame Medora's fortune telling cards. And, well, with the Earth card, it says utilize logic, reason, and common sense. Earth. And then we have Earth here, the King of Pentacles. So, they could find you to be quite logical. Or they might be feeling very logical about the situation. As well as the King of Pentacles, especially in this deck, the way he looks down at the pentacle, it's kind of like longingly. That's how I always take it. And so, I don't know, I just always feel like he's wishing for something more. So this person could be wishing for more with you. But I don't know, for each person might be a little bit different, whether who this is, who this King of Pentacles is representing, them or you, like how they see you, or how they're kind of like, and how they feel you are, or how they feel about you. And then we have the Fire. Yeah, so with this Earth and Fire, it could be a chance that you guys, interchangeable, of course. You could be a fire sign, they could be an earth sign, or you could be an earth sign and they could be a fire sign, or perhaps you guys just have this dynamic of energy between you. It's like reckless actions lead to conflict, and utilize logic and reason and common sense, right? So it kind of like clashes. So perhaps sometimes you guys clash. Maybe you have different personalities a little bit at times, but you rise above it. We have clarity, freedom, and solution. So you guys kind of always maybe find a solution between each other. And the Moon. We have the Moon card. It's you will be guided through darkness. So for those of you that are going through a rough patch, or maybe you've been going through something like, some kind of transformation in your life, and you've been moving away from like maybe something negative, they definitely feel like you have the strength to be like, get yourself through this dark period. For many of you, they may want to be a part of helping you get through this dark period, because they do feel a bond with you and they feel attracted to you. But yeah, I would say that this, maybe the tarot cards don't exactly reveal anything extremely loving per se, but I do see an attraction, and I do see that they feel like there's a connection between the two of you, and that there is some dedication involved, because like with Strength and the King of Pentacles, like I just see it's very dedicated cards. And so I think this person for sure wants to be a friend with you, and I just feel like there's some kind of change that needs to happen, or is happening right now, that could pave the way for something in the future. Or yeah, so it either needs to happen, is currently happening, or kind of maybe will happen, or they're wishing for it to happen so that it can maybe progress further. But yeah, that's definitely what I see for pile number 1. If you like this video, you can leave me a comment and let me know. I like to know which piles people picked and whether it resonated or not. So yeah, that'd be great if you guys left a comment. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. So if you've chosen the amethyst here, this is your pile. So how does your crush feel about you? Well, first of all, we've got the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords with the tarot, and that's where I'd like to start. With the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, I feel like honestly, I feel like one of you might be a little bit more mature than the other. communication wise. Maybe a little bit more controlled, right? Because we have a Knight of Swords, King of Swords. They're of the same element, right? Air signs. But one is a bit more, mature, I guess, than the other one. So I think that there might be a dynamic. I don't know, of course, which they might feel like you're more immature, or they might feel they're more immature. That can really just depend on the situation. But perhaps you guys are both of a similar logical mindset. You might both really like communicating. You might both be air signs, possibly. Maybe, but that's not necessarily the case. With the Hierophant, well, I see, okay, so with the Hierophant, I'm also seeing this religious factor that's calling out to me. For some of you, with the soulmate, the religious factors, and the Hierophant, for some of you, they may feel as if they feel like you're a soulmate to them, and they would want to make a commitment. But I think that's probably for a small amount of you. This is for most of you, this crush, usually a crush is not somebody you're in a relationship with, so I don't know. Maybe that's what they think you want in life as well. But the Hierophant, they may see you as a very spiritual person, somebody who's very logical and kind of by the book. Do you know what I'm saying? They might feel like you're even a bit rigid and you like to follow. You might be a very rule following type of person. But yeah, it could be just you're a very spiritual person. And passionate as well, because we have the Queen of Wands, so they definitely feel like you're passionate. Perhaps maybe you're passionate about, spirituality. I mean, religious factors doesn't have to mean, you follow a particular religion. It might just be that you follow certain belief systems or something like that, and they might feel that you're very passionate about that, and just passionate in general. They might see you as kind of fiery and, beautiful. And then we have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. And the wizard. You use your skills to aid others. With the Hierophant as well, and the wizard, they could feel that you're a very helpful person, that you're always trying to support other people. Perhaps you've done some kind of, spiritual guidance for friends or for them. Maybe you're that type of person that tries to help people out in that way, even if it's as simple as, oh, hey, you should read this book or something. They may feel like, people can rely on you for moral or spiritual advice. Or maybe they feel like they can rely on you for this. Yeah, and with the stars, a long journey brings rewards. For some of you, there could be a distance between the two of you. And they feel like it's worth a shot. Especially with the soulmate card. For some of you, it could be that you travel a lot. Or they feel like it would be a long journey to do something, to make anything with you. To make a relationship with you. It would be something that they would be in for the long haul, especially the Hierophant and the religious factors. If they are, from that first example I gave of somebody who's looking at you in a way that they feel like they already feel like you could be a good match for them. It would be like, they might see some long-term potential in you, not just a quick, not just a quickie type of relationship where, you're using each other. The dream. So something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. Yeah, I think that just for some of you, many of you, in fact, this person probably feels like you're kind of like a dream come true. You're the soulmate they've been looking for. You fit, the perhaps the standards that they look for in a person. You fit all those standards and things that they want. We have life cycles, family transformation. So I feel like they think, you could go through all the seasons with them of life, sort of. Like, I think that for honestly many of you, this person does see you as a long-term potential partner. They feel like you communicate well. There could be an age difference between the two of you, but they feel like nevertheless that you're of the same kind of ilk, like you're from the same kind of group of people, similar personalities, or you just communicate real well. And they think you're, beautiful, they're passionate. Yeah, I do think for some of you, they see you as a spiritual person, someone that can guide others. But yeah, we have journeys. We keep hitting journey cards. So I think that there's definitely a journey involved in this. For some of you, it could be a physical journey that has to happen for this to happen. But I think for many of you, it's just that they definitely see a journey that they would like to take with you when they look at you. Because I don't see any negative cards that really indicates that they wouldn't want to take the journey. But there's definitely a journey theme here. I see it. Sorry, my kitty cat came to say hello. Kitty cat. Okay, so that's what I see for you, pile number 2. This is pretty good. Pretty interesting pile here. But yeah, I think you all can rest easy. Your crush looks at you as soulmate material. Yep. So, good news for you guys, huh? Okay, well, take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, you can leave a comment if you want to, if you have time. If you have any suggestions for future videos, also tell me, and I'll try to make them. Okay? Take care, guys, and see you in the next video. Hey, pile number 3. So, if you've chosen pile number 3, how does your crush feel about you? Well, good news, guys. They like you. They do. Out of all the piles so far, this has been the most loving one, I would say. Like, I think most of them are positive, but this one definitely really feels a lot for you. So, I'll start with the Ace of Pentacles here. So, they feel that you are probably responsible, financially, materially. You're a responsible person. You might be involved in something new, or you have a lot of new creative ideas about being, like causing, about pursuing like financial goals, for instance. Perhaps you have, you're the type of person that's always coming up with some new idea about how to make some money. We have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands with relationships could be bad. It could be that you're a little bit argumentative at times. Although with Temperance, I don't feel that you are. So I don't feel like they see you that way. It could be that you guys just kind of have some banter back and forth. Maybe sometimes you bicker, but it's kind of like not the end of the world. It might just be lighthearted bickering. But perhaps maybe some of you have been going through, if you have been fighting with this person or have had some little bit of disagreements or something like that, they want to find balance with you. We have Temperance, so they see you as, we have 2 cards right here that really have strong balance themes. You see the 2 cups and the water flows so easily. It's just like, yeah. So for some of you, many of you, I think they feel like quite a connection between the 2 of you. But they probably feel like you're very balanced. And the High Priest, So we have like the two keys, the moon, the sun and the moon. Definitely feel like either they feel like you're a very good pair, or they feel like, or they feel like, you're very balanced. Some of you may work in a profession where you have to be very balanced and logical. Maybe you can't show too much emotion, or some of you may work in law, for instance, or something like government type of work where you have to, keep it cool, play it professionally at work, or put on a fair persona, like be very fair. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for, fair. They might also just feel like you're a very fair person, that you're trying to always treat everyone fairly. Perhaps some of you are into some like politics. Maybe you get fired up about politics and you're like, no, this isn't fair. This actually isn't fair, like that this is happening. And if so, they probably admire. Maybe you guys have different political, maybe you have political differences, and they might think that you're a little bit combative about them. Jeez Louise, I can't talk today. Yeah, we have moonlight, so we have travel, romance, and potential. So there's definitely potential in this. Really, they feel like there's potential, and they feel romantic. Some of them may like to travel with you, or it could be that this is a long distance thing, and there is travel involved in this crush, with this crush. Yeah, perception. With this high priest, they might think you're very perceptive about things. Perhaps you're perceptive about what's, the injustices of the world, or perceptive about other people. You also, with this high priest and the perception card and temperance and stuff, you may be that person that people go to when they need help. And they may see you as that, perceptive to other people's needs and how to help them. With the Tree of Life, we have fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. So I definitely feel like they feel like you're a blessing in their life, that you're part of, the greater good, the greater plan, the greater cause, the destiny, and that you're very creative. With the fortune telling cards, we have love and the Queen. So totally like true love and fidelity. They definitely feel love for you. And yeah, we have love and prosperity. Again, love and prosperity, I think they feel that there's an abundance of both of these things, right? Love and prosperity with the Ace of Pentacles as well. We have let go of control issues. So it says allow the situation to unfold naturally. Perhaps they're just trying to play it cool and let it unfold naturally. It could be that you're a little bit controlling over your emotions. So maybe they don't quite know how you feel. And then we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I don't know. Some of you might be workaholics, or they might be workaholics. They might feel a little bit codependent on you. I don't feel like that's a bad card. I don't think anyone's codependent in a really bad way. And then we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I think they want to express these feelings to you. If some of you have recognized that maybe you're a little bit like blocked off, and you maybe are controlling your feelings and trying to act very serious around this person, then maybe you should open up if you do want them to make a move, because I think they're willing to if you give them the chance to. And yeah, but I think this is definitely how how they feel about you, how they see you, kind of. It's positive. It is positive. Out of all the piles, I would say, yeah, this is the only one where there's definitely some strong romantic feelings involved. If it's not love, it definitely has the potential to be it. As we have over here, potential. But yeah, that's your reading pile number 3, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear about them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.